Greetings and welcome to the Umanzor Real Estate Podcast. We're very excited to bring this new way of communication so that we can inform you better and reach a broader audience. So we are very excited and I cannot wait to start bringing you the information you need to make your best decisions when it comes to buying or selling real estate. And just to get started, I'd love to tell you about my experience in real estate. I purchased my first home when I was 24 years old, and I think it's worth it to say that I came to the United States when I was 20 years old. And I did not speak the language and much less knew the culture and anything in the United States. So I started from scratch. And I was able to purchase my first home with a first-time home buyer program. And it was an FHA loan. A lot of you may actually know about that program, FHA loan. And that was back in 2000. And I'll tell you what, the interest rate was 7.81%. So it was high. And you know what? I was uncomfortable with the payment and I decided to just dive in and purchase my first home. I have learned that in order to accomplish new things, you got to be uncomfortable and that way you start thinking outside the box and you stretch yourself and you find ways to overcome any obstacle. So I bought my first home and at that time there was not a program per se that I could get a down payment assistance or anything like that. But what I did, it was ask the seller for a seller's concession so I can get some help for my closing assistance. And for those of you, what's the difference between closing costs and down payment? Well, the down payment is used for the banks to actually give you the loan. An FHA loan nowadays, you have to put 3.5% down payment. That part of that goes directly to the principal, and some of that is used for the mortgage insurance that the FHA charges. So, and it's required so that the banks can give you a loan. Whereas the closing cost is used to pay taxes for the county, recordation taxes that are paid to the state, county, and recordation, and then other costs like insurance. And then you also have to put an escrow account that is used by the servicer, whoever is going to be servicing your loan, to pay your insurance and your taxes annually. So that all combined is your closing costs, and it depends on the price of the house. Is average between 3% to 4% of the sales price. And it also depends on any points or anything you pay, and it could be less or more. So for that, and the first step you have to do is to hire a real estate agent, and a real estate agent that has the experience, the techniques, the systems in place so they can help you best. Once you have hired your real estate agent that is going to be advising you all the way to closing, it is very important to talk to a lender, a loan officer that will guide you through the process of the entire loan. So what that means is that you will know what your down payment is or what options you have for down payment, how much money you will need, all the closing costs you're going to need, and most importantly, what your monthly payment is going to be. So once you have all that information, then you're ready to start shopping and looking for homes. and it's a process. But once you hire the right agent, it will be seamless, and you'll be a happy homeowner. And I'll tell you, for me, that's one of the best investments I have ever done. And it's real estate is just one of the best ways to build generational wealth. In my case, coming to this country from nothing and started investing in real estate, it changed my life and generations to come. So I advise everyone to at least invest in their own home. It brings a lot of benefits. When you own your home, not only part of the payment that you do is tax deductible at the end of the year, you actually have benefits like the equity that you actually built on your house. Every monthly payment that you're actually doing, you pay the principal. If you compare that to renting, what that does is it goes directly to the landlord's pocket. But when you make a monthly payment, part of that monthly payment goes to the principal. So you're paying your home every month, okay? So plus you're getting that equity. Not to mention that you can do whatever you want to the home, improvements, paint it the color you want, and make beautiful memories in your home. Now, it is important to mention that when you purchase a home, you need to look at the way you're going to own the property, different type of ownerships. I'll tell you 3 that are very common in our area, or not in our area, but nationally, is the way you own the property in the United States. So the common ones are tenants in common, joint tenants, tenants by the entirety. And if I can explain you those and how that works, it's very important, because you need to know how you're gonna, own this property, especially if you actually purchase it with somebody else. Joint tenants means that when